Is it fair to say that obviously you've been in incredible systems before and now you're in a new system with, of course, Tor Olav Trøim, Magnus, and of course many other great people. Is it fair to say that, great people just like to have new projects always? That they're not content, there's always a new market opportunity and then you get to work, or?
Yeah, no, I think great people, they have a way of looking at opportunities like many others don't. But these people, they love to be in shipping. They don't have to be there. They look at opportunities. They want to maximize their earnings and also reward the shareholders that are willing to be with them on that journey. But I'm impressed with obviously how ideas come up and how to structure new models. We have a lot to learn from these guys.
Totally. So switching gears a bit, because many people are tuning in or starting their shipping career. There may be young professionals getting inspired by conversations like these. And how would you frame your own journey? Because how did you get into the shipping space? Why did you stay? Are there any key milestones that you believe made you have the journey you have had so far? How would you unpack that story?
Yeah,
or just coincidence, taking chances and...
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of things that plays in on this, but I think you need to be a bit adventurous. I left for Singapore when I was young, managed to find a job in shipbroking there, tankers at the time, got to know people, and then ended up in gas and dry and spent almost a decade in Singapore. And then moved to Seattle in the US. I spent 3 years there, learning a new culture, new business. And then back to Norway in 17, 18. So it's more, I think, as a young person getting involved, I think you need to be curious, open for new opportunities. If someone tells you we have a job opening on the other side of the world, take it. You're still young, you can still go and take chances and learn something more. And just be open to the people that actually been in the industry for a long time. I don't say that you should do what they say all the time, but I mean, there's a reason why they're there. Successful people have done something right, which I think all young people should aspire to. So be open for new inputs and don't be shy.
I know this is a very hard question and I'm sort of sorry I didn't ask you to prepare it beforehand, but it can just be a quick take on it, because if you had a couple of students or a small class in Copenhagen Business School and you could give them one lecture on how to get a good shipping career. You don't have to say exactly what you would have taught them, but is it fair to say that you have a commercial background, so you would like to focus on how actually it works in practice? Or would you say that, okay, this is a people business, so please be good to people, network and build your way up? Or is there a combination on a lot of different factors that young people should think about?
Yeah, I think it's a good combination, but I think we can all agree that there's no point being an idiot. You can take the simple points that you, as a young person, can actually do something about. If you're a decent guy and if you work hard, and you'll find out which shelf you land on. Some people are technical, some people are operational, commercial, financial. You'll find out where you end up in the end, and maybe you're able to combine all these boxes, and if you are and execute that at a high level, you're going to do well. But be hungry, you got to work hard. I think that's also because things are changing so fast nowadays. The world is so transparent. I go to Twitter every morning because I get flash news straight in, and you start updating yourself. So you got to put in the hours and the hard work to understand the market. We all going to make mistakes, and I've done plenty, but hopefully I do more rights than wrongs.
Anyone you can share mistakes, or is that in the past and reflected on?
Only thinking forward, only moving forward.
Is it the transition from being, maybe a chartering manager and a commercial lead to becoming a CEO? Is that a natural transition, or something you can, if you talk about people being honest, that it's more pressure, maybe it's a more lonely position at some point, because people will often, my experience is that if you are sort of the leading person or the CEO, there's a very, very good chance that you get the shitty problems to you, because if it can be handled by others, they would likely do it. So some of the toughest decisions will come up more frequently than if you had your own sort of department and could run the show.
I think that very much depends on where you work. I've been lucky with the companies I work in. I had good people around me, supportive people around me. And if you're the CEO, or if you're a chartering manager, operational, or in the finance department, there should be pressure anyway. You're responsible for your task. Some people are comfortable being, most people like praise, or you did a great job. not so many people that you could have done this better. But I think that's the important part. What can you do better? And be curious about to make that well. So I've never been concerned about that, but I always had good people around me, and I still have, so I'm lucky.
Definitely. So you said now, okay, you're quite new to this new system, and it's a smaller system because the last system you were in were Golden Ocean, which of course it's quite an interesting case there as well. We don't have to dive into that, but how would you say the transition has been to maybe being in a bigger system to, like you said previously, being more in the sniper position right now? Is that also something you have to adjust to, or is it just interesting and a new perspective, a new way of thinking?
No, adjusting into a positive way. I think you become a lot more clinical in the decisions that you make, because every decision that you make can cost you dearly, or it can give you great rewards. So for me, it's been a good boost to change my mindset in that way, but it is the same market. It's different people, but great people. We're a small team. Everyone is quite happy to take on responsibility, and there's nowhere to hide, and we like that.
Yeah,